My mama taught me some important things about being a man, about love and respect, about decency and about romance. She taught me well, try to make her as proud as I can. A man is supposed to learn that a woman is not a thing or a prize. And I'd hope that you'd appreciate that. But now I've come to realize that you don't really want a man like me, who treats a girl the way his mama said he should. You don't really want a man like me. Woman, you ain't looking for a man that'll treat you good. I really don't get why a woman don't run for the best man she can, but instead you seem to gravitate for a man no real man can understand. You don't really want a man like me, who treats a girl the way his mama said he should. You don't really want a man like me. Woman, you ain't looking for a man that'll treat you good. I could never hurt you, no matter what hateful things you do or say. But the best thing I can do is speak my mind and walk away. You don't really want a man like me, who treats a girl the way his mama said he should. You don't really want a man like me. Woman, you ain't looking for a man that'll treat you good. You don't really want a man like me, who treats a girl the way his mama said he should. You don't really want a man like me. Woman, you ain't looking for a man that'll treat you good. So thank you very much for coming, everyone, to Rhyme and Reason. This is our 4th episode, and tonight's guests are Rehan Dalal. And Adam Beer-Colacino. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a very dear friend of mine, Rehan Dalal. Yes, you guys, this is a good time. You're all right now. You're tough right now.
This road I'm on is long and winding, and I get lonely from time to time. And I think I need some of your precious loving to get me through all the pain that's coming. So I'm standing here in the freezing rain, begging you to take me back again. And you gotta walk with me, or you gotta walk with me, baby. Said you gotta walk with me. Oh, you gotta walk with me, darling. Walk with me, darling, oh. 'Cause there are days when I got no direction, and my will to go on, it comes into question. And all of my worries and my fears, they are growing. My body gets weak and my thoughts, they're slowing. That's just why, girl, I need you around. You pick me right on up off the ground. You gotta walk with me. Oh, you gotta walk with me, baby. Said you gotta walk with me. Oh, you gotta walk with me, darling. Walk with me, darling. Oh, I told myself that I would be fine without your loving hand to be my guide. But girl, I was wrong, needed you all along. So baby, won't you save me from singing my sad song? And you gotta walk with me. Oh, you gotta walk with me, baby. Said you gotta walk with me. Oh, you gotta walk with me, darling. Walk with me, darling. Oh, walk with me. Walk with me. You gotta walk with me, child. Walk with me tonight. Walk with me, lady. Walk with me, baby. You gotta walk with me. Walk with me. Walk with me. Walk. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for snapping along.
Cool. Rehan, that song, Walk With Me.
Yeah.
I remember when that song, I think it was still young. You and I singing it together on the sidewalk and then go right in on stage and singing it. And I don't even think the song was finished then, was it?
Sometimes it feels good and you just go with it.
Yeah, it seems to me at that point you were looking for harmonies. And all the stuff I came up with is not on the album.
Sorry, man. You know,
It's not there at all.
sometimes you go with the things that feel good.
So for this new album, when's the new album coming out?
June 25th.
Nice. And what's it called?
It's called Got to Feel It.
Got to Feel It.
Got
Nice.
to Feel It.
Cool. And what, I know your first album really well. And now through
Cool.
preparing for this show and hearing you do a bunch of the songs, I'm getting to know the new album. But what would you say makes this second album different from the first one?
Oh, it's totally different. The first one kind of had... It was like, it sat in like adult contemporary land, and this one kind of sits more in R&B soul land, and it's more of an old school sounding record, and it's a lot more piano driven than it is guitar driven. Yeah, it's a whole different vibe.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you haven't been playing guitar that long. When did you start playing? When you are from India, right? That's where you used to live?
I started playing when I moved here to go to university, and I should have been going to class, but instead I stayed home and I played guitar all day. And that was great.
Nice.
It was great till my parents yelled at me when I dropped out of school. It's like, I'm out of here.
Why don't you play us another tune, man?
For sure. Sun setting over the city tonight. In the last of the evening light, a cold wind blows down a Brooklyn street, and the silence echoes in an empty room in this apartment that was meant for two, 'cause there ain't nobody here but me. I've been lonely so long, but I'm not giving in. Lonely so long, and it's wearing me thin. Lonely so long, and I don't think I can go on living like this. was a time when it used to be that all this love had surrounded me, but it hasn't been that way in quite a while. And the warm body that was once in my bed, well, she's resting her head somewhere else instead. And I don't know where it all went so wrong. Oh, I've been lonely so long, but I'm not giving in. Lonely so long, and it's wearing me thin. Lonely so long, and I don't think I can go on living like this. 'Cause this year's gonna see such a change in me. I'm not quite what I used to be. I'm a million ways better than I was before. And my heart's gonna be such an open book. I'd invite you in just to take a look around. You could turn every page, read every inch of me. Oh, I've been lonely so long, but I'm not giving in. Lonely so long, and it's wearing me thin. Lonely so long, and I don't think I can go on. Oh, I know that I can't go on. Oh, I won't say I won't go on living a life like this.
It's such a beautifully sad song.
Sad hope, man. Sad hope.
Is that a personal song for you, or is
Oh
that
yeah,
just
it
a
totally
story?
is. I like 4 years ago, I took a hiatus from dating after several awful choices in my dating life. Mostly on my part, I just made terrible decisions. So I took some time off to examine why I was making such bad decisions. And I don't know if I actually discovered anything in that time off other than the fact that I very quickly grew tired of taking a break. And that's sort of what that song was about. I was at the end of my rope and I'm like, I can't keep doing this anymore. This is terrible. So it was like, it was sad because I was not particularly happy at the time, but it's a hopeful song. It's like,
Yeah. There's one passage in there, and my heart's going to be such an open book. I'd invite you in just to take a look around. You could turn every page, read every inch of me. That's beautiful.
Thanks, man.
That's great. When you're when you're writing, do you keep anything with you? Like, do you use a notebook or a computer or a recorder?
I used to be all about the moleskins.
Yeah.
And then that habit got expensive and hard to store.
Moleskins are like the best notebooks.
So good. So then I switched to jotting things down on my phone.
Oh, cool.
And then I email them to myself.
Well, what about as you're writing a song? Do you just remember it as you go? Do you record as you go?
I sometimes record as I go. I sometimes scribble things down or like jot them down on my phone. But mostly it's just, I think, for me, it's something where I'm like, oh, I really like that, and I think I want to hold on to it, and so I'll like put it down because I just don't want to lose it. And very often I won't actually end up using it. It'll sit there in my phone forever. And I'll see it like 3 years later, and I'm like, oh, what the hell is that? What was I thinking? But yeah, I think for the most part, it's the memory thing. Every once in a while, though, I like have something that I love, and I just don't have a place for it, and it's written down, and I come across it, and I'm like, oh, this fits so well. Yeah. By the way, if anybody can't understand what I'm saying, because I know I have like kind of an accent, just imagine you're on the phone with Roger's technical support. Insane.
This time, who produced your first album?
It was my good friend Jory Bogo who slaved over that thing. I don't think anyone's ever worked that hard on anything. Yeah, he worked so hard on that thing, and yeah, I'm really grateful that he did.
He's an awesome guy.
Super awesome guy.
Yeah. And what about this album? How did you find the producer for the new album?
I was at the Free Times Cafe for Canadian Music Week, and I was playing some guitar before my set and just kind of noodling, and the guitar player from the band before me happened to walk down to like drop his guitar off, and it turns out he's an awesome guitar player, and he studied with a couple people that I really love, and we kind of got to talking about them just because something I was playing made him think of that, and he started giving me guitar lessons, and then a year later we started talking about doing the record. Yeah.
Wow, because
Kind of one of those weird, like, fate put me in the right place at the right time and doing the right thing.
I mean, you know, I've been a big fan of yours since I first started hearing you. I've never made a secret of that. I love what Rehan does. And I've heard some of the songs on the new album, getting ready for this show. The stuff really does sound great.
Thanks, man.
You really, really did a great job.
Yeah, we had some awesome musicians in, and you know, I was really lucky. Like, I had no business being in the room with these people. Yeah, it's you know, it gets intimidating. You sit there and it's like, oh, these people know what they're doing, and they didn't even write the song. Yeah, I was. Quite like you. You were the only one that ever loved me so true. And you weren't the first to love and leave me, but you sure were the first sugar to let me down so easy. 'Cause there's times in this life when nothing feels right, I come running to you to give me that old-fashioned feeling. Like back in the day when you were loving me, it's that old-fashioned feeling. Ooh, honey, honey, won't you give it to me? It's that old-fashioned feeling. When I am just about as low as I can fall, and it starts to feel, honey, like I've got nothing at all. It gets so hard that I can't take it anymore. So it's 4 in the morning, booty call, I'm at your door. Girl, you know just what it is I'm looking for. That old-fashioned feeling. Like back in the day when you were loving me. It's that old-fashioned feeling. Ooh, honey, honey, won't you give it to me? It's that old-fashioned feeling. Singing love, love, won't you give it to me? Love, love, won't you give it to me, baby? Love, love, won't you give it to me? Love, love, won't you give it to me, baby? 'Cause I want it and I need it. Girl, you know I got to feel it. Love, love, won't you give it to me? Love, love, won't you give it to me, baby? Love, love, won't you give it to me? Love, love, won't you give it to me, baby? Won't you give me that old-fashioned feeling? Like back in the day when you were loving me. It's that old-fashioned feeling. Ooh, honey, honey, won't you give it to me? It's that old-fashioned feeling. Like back in the day when you were loving me. It's that old-fashioned feeling. Ooh, honey, honey, won't you give it to me? It's that old-fashioned feeling. make mistakes.
That's right. You didn't Dan that at all.
Cool.
No, there were a couple of Dan moments, but no.
Nice.
That's still my style. I still own it.
Keep it in the family, man.
Yeah. All the stuff that is on this album, I hear a real, for me, I hear Motown, then into the sort of mid Stevie Wonder stuff, and then into Tony, and Raphael Sadiq.
I love all those things.
That all works for you?
Yeah.
Is that the stuff that brought you to where you're writing now? Was there more? Was there something different?
I think that's a lot of it. I think for me, I was listening to a lot of the neo soul stuff, so a lot of like D'Angelo and Maxwell and stuff like that, and it kind of all roots back to that stuff though.
Yeah.
And I grew up with a lot of Stevie Wonder. Like there was a lot of Stevie Wonder in my house growing up.
Yeah. Now your dad listened to a lot of that.
Yeah,
kind
he
of
was
stuff at home,
he
right?
was a jazz nut, so he had a lot of like jazz records. So I grew up kind of listening to that, but he was also a Stevie Wonder fan. So he'd be playing that stuff all the time, and he was a DJ for a while when he was, I guess during sort of the end of that era of like classic soul music. So he had a lot of soul records, and I was lucky enough to kind of stumble onto them.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Rehan Dalal.
Thanks, guys. And thanks, Dan.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rhyme and Reason, and please welcome my next guest, Adam Beer-Colacino.
This is a song of mine called Southbound Train. How long will I have to wait just to get what I want from you? How far will I have to go just to prove myself, prove what I can do? Every time I take one step forward, you're always there to push me back. So I'm gonna take off, I'm gonna move away, I'm gonna hop on that southbound train. Don't wanna be different, I just wanna stay the same. On that southbound train. A better place is what I've been looking for, but I know I'm not gonna find it, no, I'm not gonna find it here. Change of pace is what I've been yearning for, but to you it's never really been that clear. Say I sound like I'm feeling better, but I still ain't feeling good. So I'm gonna take off, I'm gonna move away, I'm gonna hop on that southbound train. Don't wanna be different, I just wanna stay the same. On that southbound train. I've been chewed up and spit out, passed up without a shade of doubt. So I'm gonna take off, I'm gonna move away, I'm gonna hop on that southbound train. Don't wanna be different, I just wanna stay the same. same. Ooh, I'm gonna take off, I'm gonna move away. I'll roll right down Southbound Train. Don't wanna be different, I just wanna stay the same. On that southbound train, on that southbound train, on that southbound train, on that southbound, on that southbound, on that southbound train. On that southbound train.
Thank you.
Thanks, Adam.
Thank you, Dan, for having me here.
Oh, you're welcome. Even from that first song, I mean, it's clear that your songs, the stuff that you write and the stuff that you play, comes from this incredible Americana tradition.
It's a broad swatch of Americana. That's what I tell
it's
people.
Like there's even in there's country, there's blues, there's some gospel sort of feel to it. There's some folk in the strumming. Like it just
Take
that's
what
kind
you
of
will.
what makes Americana, right?
It's just from roots music, man. Just it's a melting pot of so many great styles of music.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just listen to one. Good music's good music, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But you're proud of that lineage, like to be part of that sort of chain of artists, right?
So like guys, big ones for me are like the band, Little Feat.
Yeah.
Paul Pina, fantastic songwriter from the 70s. Wrote Jet Airliner for Steve Miller.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Put out one album back in the 70s and then got kind of screwed over by the label. Recorded another album but never got put out. Got put out about 10 years ago. And it's just a broad swatch of Americana, roots, blues, soul, gospel, folk.
And then I heard it going up through like J.J. Gray and Mofro.
Oh, yeah. I mean, those guys, if you haven't heard them, they're righteous, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that was, J.J. Gray is one of the best songwriters on the planet right now. And he's a killer singer to boot, you know, out of Jacksonville, Florida. If you haven't heard of them, I urge you to check them out.
Talking to Adam and I, although many years apart, Adam and I both studied at Humber College in the Humber College Jazz program. You'd never know listening to us that we studied jazz, but that's part of the, to me, that's part of the beauty of it, is jazz just gives you a good solid basis in a lot of things, and you can express that however you want. But we really got into it. I think that formal music education could be really great. Adam?
It is what it is. I'm not going to speak anymore on that.
All right, so I win.
I was formally educated. Look how I turned out. I'm wearing a wife beater with a blazer, man. I mean, a spouse beater. Sorry. Gotta be politically correct here. It's the 21st century. All right. This goes back a bit to my blues roots. This one's on our record, Slow Cooked. I play in a band called the Joyful Sinners. This is kind of a unusual outfit for me. I'm used to having bass, drums, organ, occasionally horns too, everything. So when we strip it down, stone cold naked, it's kind of strange. But I'll try to get through this. I got kind of going into the Noah Zacharian playbook on this one.
I had nothing else to say. I had nobody else to blame. I thought I was free, but my sins came back for me. Haunted by the past I led, the love I left that I left for dead. They didn't find me guilty, but that guilt still got to me. I found fate, I decided to tempt it. Now I'm walking the road to redemption. I can't see the light from here. It's dark outside, the sky's not clear. But there are other reasons why my vision's been impaired. Too many times I've been turned around. I live with the faults that have brought me down. I couldn't hide the truth, but I couldn't find the lies. I've done wrong, I didn't resent it. Now I'm walking the road to redemption. woke up in a clouded haze. I woke up in a different place. I didn't know where I was, but I knew where I had been. I don't have proof, I don't have cause, I don't feel healed and I don't feel lost. Ooh, I may be blind, but I can almost see the light. I done wrong, I didn't resent it. Now I'm walking the road to redemption. I found faith and I decided to attempt it. Now I'm walking the road to redemption.
Thank you. That was way too fast, man. Can we do it again?
So when you're introducing that song, you mentioned Noah Zachary. He was a really, really great writer, guitar player.
Big time.
Beautiful.
I mean,
are there any other local artists that have really inspired you?
well, I mean, you know, I don't get out much. You know, I live up in North York, but when I do, I mean, I'm lucky to be part of a real great community of songwriters, and most of them are here anyway. Eric and Carl and Rehan, you know.
Now, you've been writing for a few years, I know, but do you remember the first song that you wrote that really, where you went, yeah, this is right. This feels like a good song?
Yeah. First song I really wrote that I was just really like, yeah, man, this is a good tune, was a song called Bothang. And it was one of those tunes that I kind of, you know, it was kind of song that I would listen to. You know, if another artist did it, I would dig it. So that really kind of got me excited about songwriting and wanting to do it more, you know, writing music that I like to hear.
Do you still play that song?
Oh, yeah.
With the Sinners?
Oh, yeah, that's, I mean, it's a crowd pleaser, I guess. All the people who've come out to see us over the past 3 years kind of want that near the end. You're going to get them up and shaking.
So play us another tune.
All right. This is another tune off our record. It's a song called Mississippi Mystery. It's about a trip I took about 4 years ago. My high school stage band. I went to the Rosedale Heights School of Arts.
Rolling down the river to a railroad track. I'm trying to find my baby, but she won't come back. I spent 10 long nights on a boxcar train. But if it bring me back to you, you know I'd do it again. And I'd wade through water, I'd walk through mud, just to bring you home to me. You're my Mississippi mystery. Yeah, you're sweet like honey, but you sting like a bee. Come on, baby, won't you walk with me? We're going right down the banks of the Mississippi. Riding down the highway down to New Orleans. I made my way back down through Tennessee. When I pulled into Memphis, I was feeling blue. Ooh, I couldn't go further 'cause I didn't have you. Got a pretty good idea of where you've been running now, but I don't know why. You're my Mississippi mystery. Yeah, you're sweet like honey, but you sting like a bee. Come on, baby, won't you walk with me? We're going right down the banks of the Mississippi.
There'd normally be a little slide guitar solo here, so think Lowell George, circa 1972. Maybe we can edit in after in some post-production.
I've seen the stars from a Lincoln plane, but it don't compare to what I saw in you. You're my Mississippi mystery. Yeah, you're sweet like honey, but you sting like a bee. Come on, baby, won't you walk with me? We going right down the banks of the Mississippi. You're my Mississippi mystery. Yeah, you're sweet like honey, gon' sting like a bee. Come on, baby, won't you walk with me? Yeah, we're going right down the banks of the Mississippi.
Thank you. You guys are great. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Beer-Colacino. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Dan.
I was a fool to think that you loved me. I must have been crazy for thinking you cared. But I'm hung up on winning you back. No, I won't waste time on foolish things like that. Honey, I'm moving on without you. I was a fool to think that you loved me. I must have been crazy for thinking you cared. But my friends always said they never liked you much, and you kept me running back just to feel your touch. Honey, I'm moving on without you. Caught in your web, honey, I couldn't break free. You were stuck in my head, you had a hold of me. Since you've been gone, it's so clear to see I was a fool to think you'd love me. Adam and I wrote that one.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah. That's on your album, right? That's on the album that's coming up.
Yeah.
Nice. because Adam said, go, I don't know, go something like, listen
do
to
it.
it on the web. And Rehan and I didn't listen to it on the web. We didn't watch the Joyful
I
Sinners.
don't have
So
YouTube on my TV.
We just made up melodies. So whatever. It's
Well,
now a co-write. You
I am
gotta re-record
I am
it.
so lucky to have two of the best soul singers in town, Dan McLean Jr., Rehan Dalal, and I wrote this song for a soul singer, so I want to hear. I'm so happy to hear you guys sing this one. Touching Tips. This is a song called Every Good Woman.
Hey girl, let's talk a while. I like the way you look, and I really dig your style. But I can't help but notice that empty seat beside you. Are you here by yourself, or is there someone else coming through?
I know the answer. Don't worry, girl. 'Cause I know every woman. It's a good loving man. Hey, yeah.
But it seems like every good woman, seems like every good woman, seems like every good woman got a good loving man.
You got me going crazy. I think about you day and night.
Day and night.
But I know you got a man who loves you, and I know he's gonna treat you right. I can't do anything to try to make you stay, 'cause I know that a good man, well, he ain't gonna walk away.
Girl, you know I want you all to myself. He's gonna love you better than anybody else. Anybody else.
But it seems like every good woman, seems like every good woman, seems like every good woman got a good loving man. But it seems like every good woman, seems like every good woman, seems like every good woman got a man who's gonna hold every good woman, gonna take her home at night. Every good woman gonna treat her right. Every good woman, it seems like every good woman got a good loving man.
Dan McLean Jr., Rehan Dalal.
Yeah, Rehan Dalal. Adam Beer-Colacino. My name's Dan McLean Jr. Thank you very much, everyone. This is Rhyme and Reason, and we'll see you next time. Yeah. This is one the three of us wrote together.
I've been sitting around this dusty house, trying to drag my sorry ass out. The bottom line of my situation is I need you here for inspiration.
You got a shot here.
I'm not the man that I used to be when you're not here with me. Come on home.
Come on home.
Please come home.
Come on home.
Please come home.
Come on home.
Please come home.
Come on home. Gave you a dozen reasons to walk away. It's no secret why I'm alone today. I'm gonna bring you back into my world. I need one good reason and I got it, girl. I'm not the man that I used to be since you're not here with me.
Please come home.
Come on home.
Please come home.
Come on home.
Please come home.
Come on home.
Please come
Come
home.
on home. I quit drinking. I quit smoking weed. I quit staying out all night and playing games for free. I quit gambling. I quit the need for speed. I quit leaving the seat up. Baby, you'll be proud of me.
Please come home.
Come on home.
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 I said please come home.
Come on home.
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 Home. Please come home.
Come on home.
Said please come home.
Come on home.
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 Say come on, baby.
Come on home.
Please come home.
Come on home.
Please come home.
Come
One more
on
time. Please come home.
Come on home.
Please come on home. Yeah.
Yeah, once more, please. Rehan Dalal. Adam Beer-Colacino. My name's Dan McLean Jr. Thank you very much.